Hey guys, what's up? It's me again, Tom from TTT Tom's Tech Time. Welcome to a new episode of mine. Today I want to compare two absolutely classical microphones. First of all, the Michael Jackson Made Me Famous Shure SM7B, because Michael Jackson recorded his super famous Thriller album using this very microphone. Right? I mean, probably not this very microphone, because otherwise I could sell it for a whole lot of money. But I'm going to compare it to the Electro-Voice RE20, which until today can be found in almost any radio station. Let's get this episode started. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to never again miss any of my upcoming episodes again. And if you already subscribed, then don't forget to tick the bell icon, because otherwise YouTube is just not going to even send you a notification. And you really want that, don't you? Let's get this episode started. Enjoy. The Shure SM7B is a true classic. Its precious and timeless looking housing gives an excellent first impression of this professional all-rounder microphone. On the back, the Shure SM7B has two switches, both a high-pass filter and a presence boost. We won't be using any of them for this comparison and just go with the natural sound. It has a cardioid polar pattern that picks up audio from the front mainly while blocking sounds from the side partly and entirely blocking sounds from the back. A look on the frequency response first unveils its range, 50 to 20,000 Hz. If we're now looking at the graphic, we will find a very flat looking midsection that is super promising for natural sound. Its sensitivity level is -59 decibels. This mic is quiet. The Electro-Voice RE20 comes in a retro design. I actually don't understand why in all the years the manufacturer hasn't changed it at least a bit. Anyways, colors and shape are not that important. The RE20 has a high-pass filter installed that can be activated at all times. Though not during this test, as we will only be comparing the more natural and less manipulated sound. It as well is a professional cardioid microphone blocking audio from the right and left and even more from the back completely actually, while picking up the most audio on the front. The frequency response looks interesting. The range goes from 45 till 18,000 Hz and the low beginning of the graph is going to reduce room or vibrational sounds, while the increased higher frequencies should add more clarity to voice recordings. Its sensitivity level amounts to -56 decibels. It therefore is a bit more sensitive than its competitor. That is neither good nor bad, it is just an interesting effect so far. When it comes to attaching the mics, the Shure SM7B is so much more comfortable. You just screw it into here. The mic doesn't have to spin around its axis like the Electro-Voice RE20. It's really comfortable. The downside though is that now that I'm attaching the microphone, and if for example I want to turn it for example to the right a bit, you can see that it kind of gets in the way of these buttons and switches here. So that could break either the cable or worst case even the contacts of the microphone. But in general, attaching the Shure SM7B is quite comfortable. Really enjoy that over the other microphone. Let's now take a look at the polar pattern of the Shure SM7B, currently from approximately 0 degrees, but I am continuing to move the mic and I'm now talking into the mic from an angle of approximately 90 degrees. I'm continuing to rotate the mic and I'm now talking into the mic from an angle of approximately 180 degrees. I'm continuing to move the mic and I'm talking into the mic from an angle of approximately 90 degrees again. And finally, I am talking to the mic again from the front, approximately 0 degrees. Let's now test the polar pattern of the Electro-Voice RE20. I am currently talking straight into the mic, approximately 0 degrees. Now I am continuing to move the microphone to an angle of approximately 90 degrees. I am continuing to move the microphone to an angle of approximately 180 degrees. I am continuing to turn the microphone to an angle of approximately 90 degrees again, and I'm continuing to turn the microphone to an angle of approximately 0 degrees again. This is how it sounds when I'm heavily typing on my keyboard and talking into the microphone, like if I was a gamer or maybe a podcaster writing a letter to his grandmother. That is how the Electro-Voice RE20 sounds when heavily using the keyboard at the very same time and pretending to be a very active gamer or podcaster who's writing a letter. And this is how the Shure SM7B with the heavy keyboard clicking sounds if I hang the microphone straight in front of my head. That means that now the polar pattern is being used pretty effectively because the sound should cut off in the back pretty good. Let's see how much you can hear the keyboard now. And this is how the Electro-Voice RE20 sounds when we are using the polar pattern, meaning that I'm talking straight into the mic while having the bad audio source saying the clicks of my keyboard behind the microphone. Now my vacuum is really trying to kill my voice. It's not like an AC, because hopefully your AC is quieter than that super loud vacuum, but maybe you get a feeling how it sounds when I'm using the Shure SM7B in a quite loud surrounding. Can you hear my voice clearly or can't you? I can only say it's super loud. This is how the Electro-Voice RE20 sounds when recording in a super loud and noisy environment. I just turned on my vacuum, it's laying straight in front of my desk, and we can now hear how clear the microphone picks up my voice with such a super loud and noisy background. Of course, this is a bit too much. I am over dramatizing the effect, but that's how it is. I unfortunately just don't have an AC, so I couldn't turn that on, and instead I then decided to turn on my vacuum. This is how the Shure SM7B sounds when talking straight into it. This is how the Electro-Voice RE20 sounds when speaking straight into it. This is how the Shure SM7B sounds when being approximately 15 centimeters away from it. This is how the microphone sounds from approximately 15 till 20 centimeters away. And this is how the audio sounds when sitting approximately an arm length away from the microphone. This is how the microphone sounds when I'm sitting approximately an arm length away from the microphone. I have in the end picked a winner of this comparison. Even though I am very known for really saying out my opinion, I'm not really caring too much about, in the end, telling you, oh, it really depends on the user and blah, 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 blah. I really usually have an opinion and I say, yeah, go for this one, that's the better option. In this case, I gotta say both are amazing. I, though, decided to go with the RE20 because of its frequency response, and that is basically because it has these very prominent low ends. It's amazing. It has this radio sound that I really like when it comes to voiceovers, and as I will mainly be using this microphone for voiceovers, that was one of the two reasons why I think that the RE20 beats the Shure SM7B. The second reason is that, for example, when I'm filming and I don't want to sit like this with a microphone and have this entire thing kind of blocking my face, I think that the RE20 really produces a very good sound even if I'm sitting, 10 centimeters away from the microphone with a bit of a distance. That is where the Shure SM7B couldn't keep up. I think that the Shure SM7B is the better mic when it comes to recording music, because if you take a look at the frequency response, you can really see a very straight line. That means that the microphone produces an extremely natural sound. It does not manipulate the frequency, while the RE20 does, but it's kind of perfect for voice. That's why I'm going with this mic. Now check out the product links in the description below this video. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to subscribe to never again miss any of my upcoming episodes again. Stay tuned and enjoy another episode of mine. Product links in the description below. Check them out now.